influences, man. Like, I'm very curious because you have a diverse sound. It's that you got that dance, you got that Afro pop sound, but you got that soul, you got electronic vibes too. Like, it's very diverse. Like, who were your influence, or who is your, your greatest influence in terms of, musically? Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thanks. I wouldn't say that there's a specific artist that I look up to, but there's I listen to whatever that is good. Most recently, I've been listening to a lot of stuff from West Africa, and as you can see, you can hear some of the stuff that I do, which you haven't heard. You will hear soon though, because it's coming. So there's that, and there's obviously South African house music, with the drums. I respect a lot of guys in South Africa. Respect Heavy K, and I respect a lot of guys from Europe as well. It comes from all over. It's not really about specific somebody. It's just whatever music that I come across that is good. But what I consciously started doing was to listen to a lot of African music, like from East and West Africa, and Afrobeats, your bongo flavor, and yeah, that's.
And tell me, from like a creative perspective, do you ever, well, go out of your way to actually listen to something or keep up with a specific sound or try to get, specific sound, like this is current, this is new? Because with your music, is like there's something genuine about it, but it's also not like outdated or out there like crazy. Like, yeah, what is this? But it's like
it goes to what I was saying. Like, yeah, the other stuff, the other guys that I listen to a lot, Major Lazer, Diplo. I love their sound, man, and in terms of creativity and the way they keep up with the current times, and what I also recently did to answer your question was I started to pay attention to what people actually need, like especially with kids, because kids, they know what's happening. Because even though I get influenced by a lot of other people, but also I have to keep up because I do music for myself and also for people. So if I'm just gonna be stubborn and be stuck to where just I listen to whatever I want and just nobody's gonna care. So kids, right?
I like that you mentioned the young generation, because in a way, music, well, when you look back in terms of like the legends, they were all young when they came in, and it's kind of like a young man's game. Or sure, I don't want to say young man's game because I might offend a couple of people out there, but it's like, in order to, well, the people who have the voice, or the people who lead the music, are like young people, and that's what people don't realize. So like, it's important for that. It's just,
Yeah, it is. It is very important. Tell you what, when I actually realized that I was producing for one of the boys that I've worked with, that was late last year, and I played a track in the studio, and I had kids over, and I did this. And one of the kids, he's like 7, 8. He said to me, "There's something missing," and I asked why. Oh man, this track is so 2012.
See, man, like,
Yeah, I was like, what? So 20? No, it's good, but we in 2015 now, man. What are you doing?
like 3 years late, like,
Yeah, and then from that point, I'm telling you, I made a conscious decision to just, and that's when I went and I started listening to Justin Bieber. That the latest album, the production on that album is.
I'll admit on camera that is a good album.
No. Production wise, like the boy is good, man. Nonetheless, of what people say or whatever, I don't really care. But production on that album, and the boy is good. He's super talented, man. Like, and when you listen to that, obviously you fuse that with your own sound, obviously. But you're not gonna do exactly what Diplo and Felix are doing in terms of the sound. You're gonna bring your own flavor, but also making sure that it's modern, it stays current, So that's the vibe.
Man, you gotta pay attention. Listen to the kids because they know what they're doing. Right. We'll ask you about technology because you have a lot of toys here. Right? What's your favorite toy, man?
By far, I would say my favorite toy will have to
Just explain because a lot of people are like they just see a lot of buttons over there.
let me see.
The push. Okay.
It makes it so easy for me to produce because I'm not the one who plays, you know. I don't really play any instruments. I play enough chords to produce, but this made it so simple for me. The way in which it was designed and engineered, it integrates fully with Ableton Live, which is the software that I use. And yeah, so this is my key center of my production. And obviously for my drums, then I use the MPC Studio.
Alright.
This guy, yeah. And most recently, actually, that I got from Roland, South Africa, was the TR8. Like if I'm working on anything that needs the super fat 808, like some of the sound that experiments with that have a fusion of Kwaito, because if you listen to the old Kwaito from the 90s, they have that fat 808 kicks and so I would incorporate this. This is also very good for live sets. I haven't used it yet because I got it recently, so I'm still excited to actually get it on the go. So that's basically.
Then I gotta ask you, because from a production side now, favorite software.
Oh man.
Favorite software, because the thing about producers, they deal with a lot of stuff. But favorite software, I gotta ask you that.
My favorite software is what I use, which is this one, Ableton Live.
Ableton. But you probably started off with Fruity too and all that. Never had Fruity. This guy was spoiled.
I started with Pro Tools, man.
What?
The only time I got access to computers was when I started Cape Audio. Before then,
Before high school, you didn't.
I'm a village boy, man. Like, what do you take me for? I'm from the village.
I feel bad now. So
No. But people have to hear this because this is very important. That people understand that, like, your background doesn't define you. You know, it's all about you striving. You know, like me going to school where there's no computers, where I had no access to computers or whatsoever until I finished my high school. And after high school, then I went. I worked for 5 years, and then I got to start working at. And then I started at Cape Audio, and then the first computer that I used like properly was a Mac. Because that's what they had in college.
So you never had those problems of making a beat and you're like feeling that beat on Fruity, then it crashes. Then this guy was spoiled. You can't be like your first PC was a Mac. Yeah, I guess it was meant to be. That's amazing in terms of that, man. That's amazing. Let me see. So, while you broke it down earlier on, while it wasn't on camera, in terms of like his creative process, you say you start with the drums if you're doing
not really with the drum. It depends on really what the feel is of the song, and then if it's something soulful, then I start with the chords. If it's something dance, then it's dance music, I start with the drums because I want to make sure that I make you move and dance before I can actually start with the conversation, and then that's.
Tell me, do you ever like sit down and actually like, okay, I'm gonna write a song right now, or it's mostly like production first?
I do sometimes, like over the past a few tracks that I've written actually that I actually enjoyed listening to with that. Like I went, I came, and then I was like, yo, this is what I want to produce. So I had it in my head before, and then I just went with it. But sometimes you just sit, and the melody comes, and the melody goes up, and then it becomes something.
We're gonna play you a video. Song for my future wife. Alright, let's play him that.
Yeah, song for my future wife was inspired by a very special lady that I've been seeing for quite some time now. And I think it's been 6 years. So
6 years, wow.
6 years. We've known each other for 6 years, but we've been together for 5.
Get to know someone first, guys.
Oh no, we didn't get to that point. But anyway, it was. Yeah.
Guys, this is the guy who got out of the friend zone. So, round of applause, guys. You can do it.
I was never on the friend zone, man. I was never, but I'm too stubborn for that. But yeah, man, so the song was inspired by this lovely lady. Yeah, and we're still together.
Then, June, July.
It's the same thing.
Ginger.
When I'm not at work, I always make sure that I spend some time with my baby.
So she's the greatest inspiration, guys.
The song June July was about, it's about acknowledging what beauty you have, and you know back home, when there's a lovely lady that walks in front of you and you see the motion of the waist and the hips, and which it does that.
Man, I just thought it was like from June to July you're gonna be playing that song. That's what I thought it meant. But I guess
it's the motion on which the hips and the body and the waist moves when you're walking behind such a beautiful African woman. Nonetheless, it could be any woman. It doesn't have to be African, but if she's beautiful and she's made.
probably African because of the voodoo. Yeah. Moving on to that song. Is voodoo out? Is it out? Oh, can't talk about voodoo. But that song, that might be my favorite song.
Let's not disclose that. No, that's still to come. People have
Yeah.
to watch it.
Trust me, guys. Like,
Yeah.
we'll wait for that one.
I can tell people should be looking forward to some great stuff coming from Mandie Mafu. This year I'm going to release quite a lot of stuff, and I feel like being an independent artist, it's kind of tough where you have to invest in yourself and invest in everything that you do. So you gotta try a lot of strategies, just to make sure that people get to hear and listen to your music and appreciate it. And most of all, So, but I think this year is gonna be. I'm excited for this year. That's all I can say. I'm excited to share my new music. I've been working a lot. There's a lot of. You just have to. I can't say much.
So just tell the people where they can get you. And to, turn up for love, call Mandie or plug in, man.
Mandie Mafu is on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We also run an event that's called Turn Up for Local, and we run blog posts as a website, turnupforlocal.co.za. And otherwise, you can check me on Instagram, and check me out on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. And if you want to be part of one of my projects, the Digital Sangoma, and you can rap, you can do some crazy, because it's a fun project. We're not really focusing on any content that is very serious. We just want to make people dance and laugh at good time. So if you think you can be good at that, you either dance or somebody who talks too much, you can inbox me. We can do some beats.
That's my sign that we gotta bounce now. But man, thanks a lot, for allowing us in your space and your home, and thank you to your inspiration back there for allowing us here, for hospitality and just creating, guys, check him out, this guy is the guy you gotta check out. And check out Turn Up for Local, guys. Artists unite, come together, and let's do this.
This is Mandie Mafu, the Digital Sangoma. And make sure you turn up for Local and Your Access TV. Share that.